sports. It's in the game.
Stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like it. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get it all prepaid. What you? I'm on it, break, no side, know about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Starboy, excellent.
All these heads are gonna roll. Look, I'm out of space and I'm a pilot. Got a bag on me just like I hit the lotto. Heads are gonna roll like Sleepy Hollow. Way out of control.
Ready? Wait,
In London, stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you? I'm on it, break, no side, know about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Starboy, excellence. Them other guys, irrelevant. They all on. Zoe cap, it's half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she love that. I mix the blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cook that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna look me, I have to tell her it's not that. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. I'm a #1 like you say, set page. Used to kick ball on the estate back then. D90s with the Levi's matching. Rips in the denim, that's classic. Beats get wrapped like Futamaki, that's a sushi roll. I'm a young CEO, gotta do as your told. Gotta act your stat, gotta play your role. I was OT, all shutting down shows from A to B, long way to go. About time they know about me. Hello, the jiggle and clap, jello. I've been on top, where they at? Below presidential flow, Marilyn Monroe. I got pounds, got euros, stacking them both. I'll stick. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get it all prepaid. What you? I'm on it, break, no side, know about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate.
It's Week 16 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on Cooper Kupp. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Rams and the Saints under the lights on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Tonight we begin the final stretch. Week 16 starts here as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, still scoreless here in the first, but a third down situation forthcoming. Let's get into the action. On third down, Winston escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle, and unable to connect. Winston to the sideline here on fourth down, and Will Lutz gets set for a New Orleans field goal try. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Saints are on the board first on the road here in L.A. So a fake field goal run in for the touchdown. That can be a huge momentum swing.
And that's got to drive a defensive coach and a special teams coach crazy. Someone else running it in on a fake field goal when you're supposed to be alert for it. Terrific.
Let's get back into the action. The situation, ball in the red zone. It's second down, and the defense needing to step up. Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On first down, Stafford here. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Stafford going to give this to Akers. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be third down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Fourth down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. A red zone alert. Let's jump back in here. First and 10 at the 16. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jamal Williams. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints are able to add on to that lead.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they ran the toss play. By the way, sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch used interchangeably, but that was the toss.
Well, for me, a toss, quarterback takes the snap, turns around, tosses it to the tip.
Ready? They'll look to throw again. Oh, he put it on the clock with a fumble. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor. They've got his man complete. Now inside the 25, Chris Olave. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Lutz with the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando, standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we're into the final 3 weeks of the NFL season. A lot of races going to be coming right down to the wire. Before we get it back to you guys, let's check out what we have coming up this weekend on the Week 16 NFL slate. Good games galore in that Sunday lineup. We'll highlight the one going on in Atlanta. A big one for the Falcons, as they'll take on the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Then later, they'll let the sun die down a bit in Tampa. A late start here in Florida, where it'll be the Buccaneers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. And lastly, we'll all be tuned in on Monday night for what should be a great one between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This offense, they've got a really nice drive going, and now it's 1st and goal. Jameis to throw it, rolling to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jameis Winston, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are moving closer to a 15-0 record as they extend their lead here.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins.
It's a 3rd down situation in the 4th quarter. Time to see if this defense is up to the task. off the play fake. Winston. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on fourth. Desperation time for Stafford on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn. Winston here to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Ready?
2nd and 10.
Even.
Now Winston. Looking long for Thomas. And he's got it inside the 10. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans, and this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating, even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync. So for the Saints, they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they run their mark to 15-0 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.
Hey, where do we go? Where do we go? Ready? Wait, time. Ready? Wait, time. Ready? Wait. Wait, time. Ready? Where do we go? Ready? Where do we go?
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings.
Ready. Let me go.
Ain't vanilla ice, but I'm iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa. I got game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner.
Ready.
20 dips in a sprinter. What's a 2-up? Never been afraid to play my cards. What's a risk to a winner?
Ready.
Barely hang out with these days. What's a lame to a real one?
Ready. Let me go.
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my
Ready.
at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. 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 Never turn my back on my guys when they need me. Gotta give respect for my job, it ain't easy. In a good mental state, and God is the reason. This is plain Jane season. Fresh up off the plane in Japan, I ain't leaving. They say seeing is believing. Well, here's a briefcase with $1 million even. This all week, no days off. This hard work gon' pay off. I made myself a promise young. I would never work a day job, put it in the safe. Never know when I'm gon' need that. Came here with my gang, you don't know where your homies at. Gave you a lot of game, you don't owe me back. You say you a boss, gotta show me that.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see Michael Thomas. Big plays follow him around. He comes in second in the NFL in receiving yards. It's the Saints and the Buccaneers, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin on this final day of 2023, New Year's Eve. Folks are fine-tuning their resolutions. Fitness clubs ready for that January boon. But these two teams have one more important piece of business to take care of before the calendar turns to 2024.
And I'll be one of those, trying to get it going in January, trying to get my physical fitness on. But first,
time for this defense to try and stiffen as they'll try here to defend a 1st and 10 situation at their own 17-yard line. First down, here's White. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
that just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
On third down, Mayfield. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
They begin the drive with Williams. Gets around him, and he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached.
And that's caught inside the 30. Fights through him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Saints have taken the lead.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Looking at a 2nd and 4, the football inside the red zone. Now Jameis on 2nd down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long.
He'll buy some time right.
Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass it. So here's the situation upcoming. 2nd quarter, 3rd down, and this defense just trying to force the field goal attempt. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big 3rd down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the...
This offense has marched the ball down the field nicely. In good position, can they finish the drive off? 1st and 10 in the red zone. And he's got it. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston.
And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Mayfield. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And that one nearing halftime. In fact, it's gone to halftime with the Falcons in command. 3 touchdown passes there for Desmond Ridder. From there, let's head over to Highmark Stadium to check out what's happening with the Bills. And that one is at halftime as they lead the visiting Patriots in that ball game. Dalvin Cook, a touchdown run in that first half. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Jonathan Mingo with a touchdown catch from Bryce Young. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come. Second half straight ahead from Raymond James Stadium. Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. So for the call, let's get back over to Tampa and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Nothing to lose now. This offense forced to go for it. Down a bunch here in the fourth quarter. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the...
Fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on 3rd down. Flushed out right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. Pushing through the contact.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They're looking to throw this. Winston. And the catch made by Johnson. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Williams is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown.
You think back to 2022 with Detroit, Jamal Williams just unstoppable down near the goal line. 17 rushing touchdowns.
Nothing to lose now. This offense forced to go for it. Down a bunch here in the 4th quarter. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for New Orleans,
they're a win away now from running the table here in the regular season. They moved to 16-0 on the year.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Tampa.
Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over. You bragging ignorance. You lack the vision from sacrilegious. I feel my ratchets. You ever been in my clearly crafted mission with crass intentions. You may have given the credit so you can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going, I'm paid down. You pray for distance with guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation means opportunity, no? Being great, that's ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for your foolery, is it though? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, did you know? What have I done? What are my motives? What am I thinking? What are you thinking? What's to be done? Who needs a motive? I won't be defeated. They don't want to see it, don't want to believe it, but no one won't stop to the most uneven. I'm close to achieving my goals. I'm needing to show them everything that I believe in. I ain't here to fight, Phil. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands will do. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands will do. Hold up. Beautiful tragedies happen, one for the evening. No umbrella can shelter the way I storm on your weekends. I'm not interested, I wanna form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you mourn my achievements. One screw away from feeling I'm gonna lose it. So who's to blame if I cultivated a movement? Stupid claims I'm